GirlChatSports. This is Cathy Engelbert, Commissioner of the WNBA.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Hey, Mel, they can see your shirt right now. What's your shirt say?
Can you read it?
I think we can now. Girls have more fun. Welcome to Girl Chat Sports on a Wednesday.
Yes. Girls have way more fun. Shout out to Cathy Engelbert.
Yes.
The new commish for the WNBA. We actually got to sit down and have a little, well, not really a chat, but we assisted in some of the stats.
I feel like we had a chat with her
ceremony.
too.
Yeah,
At least
it
said
was.
some powerful things. What I thought was powerful. She's an inspiration. Yeah.
Amazing. We'll talk about her later. But welcome to episode 143.
Yep.
Girl Chat Sports. We got a special little guest, little pop-up, like a little pop-up shop.
I wouldn't call him a guest, but one of our family members.
Yes.
Family member.
His
I
family.
think I like that. I think that sounds
brother
better.
one of my brothers.
La
But you know what,
Familia.
though? You
La
can't call me
Familia.
the pop-up shop, though, because I pop up every now and then, So,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
like a pop-up shop.
Yeah,
But
pop-up shop.
But thank you for having
Welcome,
me.
José Volonte in the house.
Yes,
Appreciate
Jose,
it.
finally here with us.
Finally, right? Took a while.
Love it. Yeah.
It's about dang time.
It really
And what's
is.
crazy is that it took bad circumstances for me to get here, right? But that's a whole
But we're
nother
all
story.
about positivity
Of course,
tonight.
always.
Hey, there's always
That's what I'm talking about.
a silver lining behind that cloud.
Definitely.
So
And you're here with
welcome to
us.
the show. Just for anybody tuning in, we're watching a little NFL in the background behind Mo. It's little highlights of the greatest games out there. Tomorrow is the NFL Hall of Fame game, which means it's the start of the season.
I'm excited.
I'm super excited. But anyways, NFL football, we'll have plenty
Who's
of time for
playing
that.
in the Hall of Fame game? It's the Broncos, right?
The Atlanta Falcons and the Broncos.
Yeah, our nemesis. Shout out to everybody in the nation. Just a reminder, I posted today, and I'm just going to say this now. The Hard Knocks viewing party is going to be this upcoming Tuesday, 6 o'clock, Classic Jewel, 353 East Bonneville. I want to see all my Raider Nation fans and all my football fans. Show up. Yeah.
You gotta remember-
and show out.
You're a Hard Knocks fan. You got to be there.
Hello.
Because it's not
Yeah.
just about the Raiders. It's about Hard Knocks. If you
Absolutely.
enjoy watching that
Absolutely.
show,
I mean,
season in,
the
season
Browns,
out,
the
come on.
Dolphins, now we got the
Cowboys,
Raiders,
yeah,
Cowboys.
everything.
I think it's going to be a
amazing.
great season of this show. It
You-
really is.
My
Because
thing
the
about
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I don't mean
No,
to
no,
cut
no,
you.
go ahead,
My
go
thing
ahead.
about the show is that I understand that it's the last season in Oakland, and that's why they're doing it. But why not do a two-part? I know they don't do that. It goes based off of records, and they have a bunch of other stipulations that they do. But why not do leave in Oakland, come into Las Vegas? You know what I mean? Trend it out, change it up.
Well,
I
they
think-
turn 60 next year. So we're 59 this year, so 60 in 2020. I think this probably was a catalyst. I agree with you. I would have liked to have seen our 60th year of being, this franchise, having a Hard Knocks with it. But this is a good setup because you're seeing the training camps going on right now, and you're seeing these fools balling out.
Plus, you're also catching them right at like a very this is like AB just came over. I mean, this is huge. Plus,
by air balloon, by
I
the
think
way.
they're kind of also giving them like a
By
goodbye.
air balloon.
Like, I feel like they're giving Oakland like a goodbye. Like, thanks, we appreciate you having us for so long.
Is it?
But
because
yeah.
Oakland's mad.
But listen, they'd be
Oakland's
more.
really
But listen,
mad.
They're very mad.
they'd be more mad if Hard Knocks came out here and waited until next year. Like, why not try and show off California while we're here?
That's true. I think the fans will be a lot more
Yeah.
sour if that happens.
I
if
mean,
you
I
don't
would
give them
be.
a Hard
I
Knock
would be.
feel.
would,
So
yeah.
give it to them now. Let them have that now. Okay. And
It's like
then
a farewell tour.
here's the deal: the Raiders can keep sucking, and they can get back on again.
But are they going to suck, though? Do you
I don't
honestly...
think they're gonna
kidding.
suck.
I'm
See,
just-
and
Oh,
this
wait,
is
I
the
forgot
thing.
we have a Raider fan in the house. I forgot about that.
See, the Seahawks
But-
fans kill me, and I have to break this down right now. Y'all
Hey,
have
I'm
won
a
the Super
Jets
Bowl.
fan, so
and
we're
that's
even
very
worse,
brand
man.
new.
Come on.
I don't understand
We went to
it.
3 Super Bowls in 19 years.
And
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's
how
great.
many Lombardi
and I
trophies do you guys
shouldn't-
have?
We have 1.
Okay, we have 3.
Okay, great. Good
So
for you. So you're up
1984
by
was our last
2.
one.
Okay.
19. It's a great year. It's the year I was born.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
see?
baby.
But see, that's the
Magic.
thing. I'm not a
Babies.
Raider fan, and I don't like the Raiders, and that's why you guys will never win one again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They
Why
have to
would
win
you
one here in
say
Vegas. They have to win
that?
one here in
Yeah, they
Vegas.
have to win here in Vegas. They put too much money in this new arena.
Way
And
too much.
Speaking of the arena and the construction, if you guys haven't checked in, that construction is today is a year to when it's due to be done. So today is the actual. So by July 31st of 2020, it's done.
So
Raider
they got
Stadium,
that
the
1 year
completion. Yep, we got officially 1 year from today that Raider Stadium will be in full effect.
Have you guys driven by it recently? I mean, just when we were
Yeah.
going
I mean,
to
it's
the
looking great.
All Star Game, it's looking great. You can actually see
Absolutely.
parts of it. It's
It's bomb.com.
I just drove back from
Amazing.
California, and every time we drive by there, it's amazing how you see the difference. Like, you could take a picture once a month, and you see the transformation. It's amazing what it's become. I love watching all the social media stuff that they put, too. When it comes to, like, the drone videos and all that, when they do the flybys, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
it shows
is.
you the top part,
Yes.
what the inside's looking like, because you can't see that from driving outside of the freeway.
The guts of it is looking really good.
But are they going to be on time, though? Because that's what everybody keeps
today,
talking about.
A year from today is that deadline. It's supposed to be ready
I'm
to rock and roll.
interested to see if that works.
I think it will. I think it will. I think it will.
Hey.
You know, one thing about Vegas, our construction delays don't get full delays like
No,
some
just the
cities.
construction. Just
No,
our
we just have construction
construction
all the time, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Not the actual building of things. It's the actual redoing of things that takes forever. Like
and the
our
redoing of streets. Well,
Cones.
you know why they do that. We ain't gonna get into it. But anyway,
Hey, today was the Major League Baseball's trade deadline. And you know, me and my team, we just got rid of a bunch of pitchers that we'll probably need one day. And, you know, typical Mariners
Got
style.
rid of the farm.
You know, got rid of the whole pen. Like, everybody out. It's a cattle drive right now. Everybody get out. But you guys,
not me.
well, you guys are, you know, at least you're a little more aware of some of the trades.
Oh,
that
okay. I was about to
happened.
say you guys like Dodgers now.
Well, no, the Dodgers didn't do much. Yankees didn't do
much,
much either.
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're
But you
pretty
guys
solid with what we
are,
got.
you know.
We're solid with what we got right now. We
Tell
did have
us
one
about
trade
what
coming in.
went down today for the trade deadline. Because there was a couple huge things yesterday. And then today, I think there was a big one too.
So the biggest thing is Zach Greinke, of course. Him going to the Astros.
Yeah. Shout out to Natasha
It's a
Grandsbury out there in Houston.
huge deal, and it's a huge problem because the Astros were already solid with Justin Verlander. They've got 5 starting pitchers that are just amazing. Now they add Zach Greinke to the mix.
It's scary.
2 Cy Young winners on one team.
Dang.
They just officially, if they win today's game, they'll hit the 70 club along with the Los Angeles Dodgers. And sky's the limit for them. And that's the American League. So on the American League side, they're looking pretty nice. So they're going to give the Yankees and the Minnesota Twins and the Cubbies, all of those in that 60 club, a run for their money.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Me being a Yankee fan that we're in the American
You're doing
League,
okay?
Yeah, how are you feeling
I'm
about
over
this?
here. I'm
I didn't know how you feel
hyperventilating
about
over here.
this.
I gotta calm down a bit. But you know what? At the end of the day, until I actually see him do what he needs to do in the postseason, and then I'll say, okay, it was a good trade. Right now, it looks like a great trade on paper, like
Right.
you said.
Absolutely.
2 Cy Young Award winners. They went from plus 450 to plus
know.
275, tied with the Dodgers as
Right.
the favorite to win the World Series. If you're
Yeah.
a betting person, which I am,
Right.
So that basically tells you Dodgers Astros World Series all over again, if
I
possible.
know, and I really need the Dodgers to pull it off. We have not won a
Can
World
they
Series.
though? Can they though?
I think
Mo,
we can.
come on.
I think we can. We've got some solid rookies. Will Smith is looking nice out there. I think what our biggest problem is as the Dodgers is our closing pitchers. You know, we've had some issues with Kenley Jansen not closing out efficiently. We've still got Urias as a second-rate pitcher, but
Your starting pitching
our
is
starting
solid.
pitcher
though.
is solid with Ryu.
You've had pitchers this year that nobody
Kershaw,
expected to be as
exactly,
good as
and
they
they're
were.
good, and they're great. They're great. So I don't know. We haven't won a pennant since 1988. Since I was 13 years old, that was the last World Series for the Dodgers.
Wasn't that Kirk Gibson?
Yes, it was Kirk Gibson days.
The bad knees coming off the bench.
Coming off the bench. Yeah, we need that. I mean,
who-
we can
so
get
who's gonna
there.
come off the bench per se this year for the Dodgers to
Belly.
give him over that hump?
Belly.
You think so? He's gonna be the big difference
Cody
maker.
Bellinger's
Obviously, we
already
know
all-time.
his numbers are talking for
Yeah.
themselves this year, but
Yeah.
is he gonna be the one that's gonna push them over that hump in the playoffs this year?
It has to be Cody Bellinger or Jock Peterson, one of the two. Justin Turner might show up.
But Justin Turner always shows up at the right time.
He does. And then Will Smith, like this young little Fresh Prince of LA Dodgers.
Fresh
that's
Prince of
that's
LA
his Twitter.
Dodgers.
That's his Instagram handle, by the way.
Is it really?
Fresh Prince of, yeah. So
Oh,
when his
that's
walkout
cute.
music is the opening theme to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, by the way, which is so cute. But he's turning into a phenom. And this is rookie season, so
And he
Let's see.
posted they got, 70 wins now, or is that yesterday?
we're at 71 now, officially today.
Yeah, they won today.
We won today.
Beat the Rockies
Beat the
5-1.
Rockies. Thank you. I like
I mean,
that.
I like to
You know,
cheer for
and
your
I'm a-
team sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
not a
take it.
hater.
Yeah, I love it. You're
And
gonna
then-
cheer for Hard Knocks too, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay,
I
cool.
love Hard Knocks. I know, and I
Yeah.
like the Raiders. People swear, "Oh, we're gonna be a Raiders fan when you." I'm not. I
No.
like the Raiders.
You're gonna support them because
I'm
you're
gonna
in the media
support
out here. And that's
them,
what you
and
gotta
because
do.
my girl loves her team,
Correct.
and I
Yeah.
know that people are diehard fans. Like I appreciate that.
Right.
However, I'm not switching teams.
I got
No.
you.
Like I
I
told
get that.
everybody, I'm not like LeBron. I'm not just hopping on whatever's hot. Okay.
Speaking of LeBron,
I got a question for you though, real quick, before you go to basketball. Sticking to baseball real
Yeah.
quick. Madison Bumgarner didn't go anywhere for the Giants. Are you
That's-
happy being a Dodgers fan, or you wish you would have left the division? Because the Giants are still making some noise. They're not done yet.
They are not done, and that we faced them before. Yeah, we faced them in postseason before, and that is still a problem for us because San Francisco can turn on just like that. Now, I do worry sometimes with your American League with the Angels because you got a Mike Trout out there, but they're down quite a few games compared to what we've won so far. But they could turn it on too.
Correct.
But yeah, he should have gone. He should have been gone. We should have got rid of him.
You're like,
San Francisco
man.
should have got rid of him. But I knew they weren't going to do that. I knew they weren't going to do it. Now, the teams that have taken us to task, that's a problem, are the Nationals. We haven't won a game against the Nationals this past week. We lost a 2-game series, I think, to
That's
them.
the team that keeps giving you guys issues.
Yeah, they give us issues. And
No
now the
price,
Stros.
but yet they give you guys issues.
Yeah, isn't that something?
That's crazy.
I don't
That's
know what it
amazing.
is. And Red Sox, don't forget. I mean, we faced them in the World Series last year, and then even in regular season, even with a series with them, it's kind of a tough one. It's rocky. But we actually took 2, I believe, away games from the
You guys took 2 from the Red Sox when you guys went out there, so that was a good series for sure.
But it's not winter.
True,
That's
it's
the
not when it
thing.
matters.
It's not when it matters. Yeah.
True.
Pats are stats. That's all.
Now you were talking about LeBron James.
Well, yeah, because they've been giving my boy flack for
Taco
cheering for his son.
Tuesday!
Well, that too. But I feel like
So wait, are we all gonna do our Taco Tuesday yell now? Since you said
Taco
you
Tuesday. I think what got offensive to folks, or what people
I
thought was
just can't
offensive,
do his
was
his face when he does
They did
that.
Oh, you're like, Taco Tuesday.
It's
He
like
don't care.
Yeah.
He's
I wouldn't
pushing
even-
something now.
Yeah,
He's pushing something.
He's
now.
pushing something out.
It looks like it's so
Oh,
hard
man.
for him to even say it.
That's hilarious.
But
He's
they
doing
got
too-
on him on the
doing too
Taco
much.
Tuesday. They're getting on him for celebrating his son's victory at Bishop Gorman. Shout out to LeBron James, who was here this past weekend
Bronny.
for little Bronny
Yep.
playing at Bishop Gorman's gymnasium in his AAU tournament. So it's like darn if you do, darn if you don't. But I do know this. You can book it. The Lakers are winning the championship for 2020. Book it, Dano.
Damn, I'm a Laker fan and I can't even respond to that
How
right
can you
away.
not respond to that?
First, I'll respond to that in a second, but let me talk about the comments about people talking about LeBron James.
Okay,
Sure.
go for it.
Some people are comparing him to LeVar Ball. Scratch that.
No,
Let's
no,
get
no,
that. That's what I'm
no,
saying.
no,
That's what I'm saying.
no.
Scratch
Definitely
that.
not.
Who did that?
Get that. Oh, they were talking
Probably
about it on the
Skip.
radio this
Skip
morning.
was hating
It was on the
hard.
radio this morning. And let's
Yeah,
just
right.
scratch that right away. Do not compare this guy to LeVar Ball. There are 2 completely different people.
Yeah.
He is supporting his child. He's supporting his kid in his game.
Right.
If you're LeBron James, if you're Bronny Bron and you're his teammates, don't you want LeBron to be there hyping you up? I would be excited if I'm his teammates. I would be super excited
Wouldn't you be
about it.
excited if you just were a son whose dad actually showed up for
Correct.
him?
And you guys got to remember,
support?
LeBron didn't have a dad growing
Here's
up.
the deal.
So he's doing what he has to do for
To
his
the
kids.
fifth power.
Exactly. So why would you hate on this dude and try to even
Thank
compare
you,
him to
Jose.
LeVar Ball?
Thank you,
The
Jose.
only issue that I did have, and not even an issue, my thing was when it came down to the games are about to start, you're practicing, you're warming up.
Mm-hmm.
Had that been any other parent on the court, that would have been like a referee, be like, excuse me, sir, you got to get back in the stands. Or
That's
you gotta
true.
get back
The
on court.
name brings something else.
So my only thing was,
But isn't that with most celebrities? They get a carte blanche.
but I'm just saying, like, you should be expected to do what all the rest. You're a parent. No one's going to give you higher praise because you're there, but you're a parent. You're supposed to be there. You're supposed to be sitting there and cheering your son on. Yeah, you get excited. Yeah, but I think it went a little too far in
hating.
that.
She doesn't like
No,
LeBron.
I don't not like LeBron. I don't like LeBron as a Laker. So currently, yes, maybe not. But that's not the point. Point being,
that is why?
Huh?
Huh?
I hate the Lakers.
That
we all know
too.
that.
That
We
too.
all know
Why?
that.
That too. That too. That too. That has a lot to do
So
with
yeah,
it too.
LeBron, I appreciate him. I mean, he's a great father. He's a great person off the court. He's a great humanitarian. He's a, well respected. Him and Drake. I just got started with the undisputed what is it? Undisputed again? That they do
The barbershop.
Oh, the shop.
The shop.
Yeah.
Mhm. Back on again.
So that's great. I feel
I
like
didn't have no problem with
any
it.
other parents out there that do that,
They're not
While
LeBron
she's on her phone, I
James.
have no problem with it.
I don't have no problem with it. They're not LeBron James. It's a different thing. And we have to recognize that when it's a celebrity. We're not going to get the same treatment. It's with any celebrity that gets a cut in the line before you or anything. A seating table before you.
So it's a double standard?
It is a
Is that
double
what we're
standard.
saying,
It's a huge
basically?
double standard.
what does that mean? I have to be okay with it. I
Exactly.
don't have to be
No,
okay
you
with
don't.
it.
But that's our society setup.
It is what it is.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it too. I ain't
Like I said,
tripping.
I'm okay. I just felt like I feel like that was the one thing that if there was going to be a problem, that was the one thing that I would say wrong.
I had no problem.
I'm not going to say nothing.
He had some good tacos. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, that's
He
what it
pretty
was,
hyped
yeah.
up. Good seasoning
And
on
then
those
they're getting
tacos.
I wonder if he
Tacos
went to
Tuesday.
El Taco Feliz.
I wonder if he
favorite
went.
taco
I
spot.
wonder if he went
Do
to
not
the
be
one over
surprised
there.
if he ends up getting a sponsorship by someone that makes tacos pretty
Oh,
soon.
absolutely.
Taco
It's
Bell
coming.
gonna be rolling
It's
through there or
called
something.
first. They're gonna make a special taco, LA something.
Running for the border.
Here's the
Run
thing,
for the
though. That's
border.
great. That's so great about that. Like his net worth outside of the NBA is just ridiculous. But he is not.
He's
the
a
highest.
great businessman.
Yeah, but he's not the highest paid basketball player in the league.
Because he's smart. He doesn't need to be the highest
doesn't
paid
have to
basketball
be.
player. He'll go where he needs
You know
to
who the
and
highest
do what he
is,
has
though,
to do.
right?
What?
You know who the highest basketball player is right now, right?
Highest paid?
Uh-huh.
That
In the
was-
league. In the league. Just in the league. For NBA.
Go ahead.
Who has the highest salary?
Yeah, who?
Steph Curry. He's at $40 million.
A year?
Yes.
That's
His
the highest?
NBA salary is
His,
$40 million.
his
Really?
NBA salary is $40 million. He's
Oh,
number
okay,
one.
gotcha.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
yeah. LeBron's like number 5 or 6.
I got thrown off because somebody was in here switching the lights, and I looked at myself in the show, and I looked like a ghost. Because the lights,
Your Casper today?
because I have like every single
Why
light
am I-
on me.
Was,
See, I'm looking
it's
at it
so
right here, so
weird.
I can see what's
But you
going
can
on.
see how light. I mean, I was at the pool this week, and I had a tan, y'all. This is not reflecting the tan that I got.
So
Sorry. Back
Sticking
to
to
sports.
LeBron James, I have a question
Go for it. Go
for
for it.
my fellow Laker
Go
fan
for
over
it.
here.
Go for it.
He did not get one vote for the best player in the NBA this year.
Because
Is
he got
that going to
hurt.
fuel him? And is that going to make him come out and say, okay, I'm not the best player? Because you just said we're going to win the championship. So is this going to give him even more ammunition to come out and prove that he still has enough to win another championship?
Absolutely. We're about to see a LeBron James you've never seen before in your
Why?
lifetime.
What's going to be different?
It's going to be a LeBron 3.0, and I think it has a lot to do with their AD acquisition. You've got LeBron James, who averages, 29 points per game?
Give or take.
Give or take. You've got AD, who averages, 25 points per game? Both of them bigs. He's a master facilitator. He's great at,
Master facilitator
of the ball. He likes to pass that ball, too, as well.
I'll give him
And
that.
then you've got Danny Green. You've got Kyle Kuzma.
Danny's a
I'm not
shooter.
even gonna
He's
call.
gunning.
And then you've got Boogie Cousins. It's LeBron James. I need people to stop the
Are
madness.
they staying healthy?
He's gonna stay healthy because it's gonna be a cryogenically frozen LeBron James. I told everybody this. You seen Demolition Man? I watched
He's
that today
chilling in the
before.
ice instead of
He's chilling in the
practicing?
ice.
Yikes.
But I
If we're
think
getting to
even
that, I
when
don't
you
know.
see AD doing his training drills with Carmelo Anthony and learning that, they're beasts.
Now-
They're beasts.
I like the team. I really do.
They're beasts.
But
No, it's just, but people aren't giving them enough credit. A lot of people don't understand that you have guys that have already played together. AD played with DeMarcus Cousins. The Lakers have DeMarcus Cousins now.
Right.
Rondo played with AD and DeMarcus Cousins. They already have that chemistry there. So I think they're going to be fine, but I don't know about their overall team.
Oh, overall, I think they're solid.
That's what scares me. I
Overall,
don't know
they're
if they have an
solid.
overall solid bench, to be honest with you. Yeah, we got
The
JaVale
bench is
McGee.
probably
Yeah,
a
we
little
got Danny Green.
question.
But are we really going to be good with LeBron James running point if that's all true and he's really going to do it?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know about that. Are we going to see
well-
Magic Johnson in the Showtime days all over again? Is that
Well,
really going to
I would
work?
like to
just
see Showtime.
earmark this episode, please,
I
and
would
we'll
like to see-
return
listen,
to
I
it.
would
And
like
this is
to-
coming from a
We'll
Laker
just
fan.
come
I have my
back.
doubts.
We'll just come back to
I
Why
have
would
my
you have
doubts.
doubts, though?
Because I'm not going to say that we're going to win anything until I see it happen. Because you know what? You have a
Who
team.
are you worried
have a
about?
team in the hallway right across from you that has the guy
me
that
tell you
just won the
something.
NBA
Hello.
Finals.
Let me tell you something
That's
about-
all I'm saying.
Let me tell you something
And he
about
brought,
Kawhi
he
Leonard.
brought
Still gonna
along
be
he,
nice.
he brought along a top 10 player in the NBA
Let
with
me
him.
tell you something about Kawhi Leonard. Will we be having this conversation if Kawhi won the championship? Will we be talking about him as a solid player and getting to the Clippers if he had won?
Yes, because I think he would still be with the Clippers, and I still think he would have found a way to get Paul George there, even if he didn't win the
Even
NBA
if he has
Finals.
Paul George and he has what's the other bad
Now,
guy?
I don't think the chatter would be as loud if he didn't win the NBA
I
Finals.
know for sure the chatter probably wouldn't be
Well,
loud,
the
but I
after
think
chatter. We've heard about Kawhi 3
Yes,
weeks after.
yes.
Correct.
And my thing is this: the Clippers will always be the Clippers.
Correct.
No
until
matter what-
until you put up a banner, you're still the Clippers.
You're still the Clippers, and no matter who you get on your team, It's a matter of what you can do. And I just don't think, I don't see it. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. Not when you have a Portland there. Not when you got Portland and you got a...
but Portland can't get over the hump. Let's be real. I like Damian Lillard. I like CJ McCollum.
They got, who did they just get? Korver, right?
No, Kyle Korver signed with the Bucks.
That's
I
right.
believe
Okay, so he's with Milwaukee on the east side. So then you got even the Eastern Conference team.
But you got the guy from...
but they just got somebody that was a beast.
DC.
Yeah, they just picked up somebody big.
Who is it?
I'm thinking, I thought it was
Somebody
Korver,
chime
but
in, please.
I know
Yeah,
somebody
anybody
give
that
us a
knows.
call.
Yeah, but yeah, I just
Wait, who you
don't
talking about?
Who did Portland just acquire? They just acquired somebody big too. Who was it?
It was from DC, I thought.
Well, no, because I know CJ McCollum signed an
Yeah,
extension
he just signed
yesterday.
Yeah, but
No,
you
they got somebody
They got
else.
somebody else.
I want to say it was...
Donnell, if you're out there, you know.
Donnell's in right now.
Oh, maybe he'll know. But I just
basically,
don't
what I'm
see
saying
it.
is a team on paper to me doesn't mean anything until you actually win that championship.
Not
Are they
if
capable
it's-
of it? I honestly feel good about it. Especially, I feel good with the fact that AD's saying that he will resign
mean, I could
because
say
he's
that-
younger, so he'll be there
Right.
long term. You know what I mean?
He will be the new future face of the franchise. I could say that with any other team but LA, because Lakers have a history of being winners. I could say that same statement if it was another team you're talking about. We were talking about Los Angeles Lakers. Just let that sink in. I'm just, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to advise
Hassan
everybody.
Whiteside.
And I'm going to send
Did
it to
you
you.
hear
I'm going to
that?
forward it to you.
Uh-huh.
Stephen A. did a whole soliloquy on his podcast about why the Lakers would
Good
be
old
this
Stephen A.
dominant as a contender and probably end up being winners of the championship. And once you hear that argument of the stats and the numbers and the proof of how dominant these ball players are, and I think we live in a now where we see people so hot now we forget about what other players can do. You're about to see that this fall.
Hassan Whiteside.
I just said
Hassan
that.
Whiteside.
Hassan Whiteside. Yeah,
Was he
not-
with Miami?
Heat.
The Heat. Yeah, he was with
From
Miami.
Miami
But,
Heat.
yeah, so that's
and Pau
not bad.
Gasol.
And Pau Gasol.
Really?
Yeah,
They got
that's-
Pau.
yeah,
He's
so-
old, but still
But
vet.
still,
He's a
he's
vet.
still-
He's
he's a vet, but
definitely...
he's definitely-
and Portland can use
Portland
that.
can use
Definitely
that.
use a big guy.
So that's what I'm saying. I just don't feel. I think the Clippers are it's gonna be an adjustment period for them. I think they're definitely gonna be playoff contenders. I just don't see them winning a chip yet.
Oh no, I don't see them winning a chip yet
So then
either.
who is on the West?
On the West,
Yes.
I think it's up in the air. I don't think you could give it
Up
to
in the air
anybody
between
yet.
who? If you're saying the Clippers are out from not winning a chip, who do you have then?
Honestly, I think the team that you
The Clippers are still there competing for it. Yes, they are.
Well, yeah, the
I think
competition. He
the-
said he doesn't see him as
but here's
getting a
the-
championship.
But here's the deal. When
the
it
team
comes
that-
down to the playoffs, anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, the team that nobody's talking about and that they have to stop sleeping on, I honestly think, especially now with Golden State being out and there being so much movement, you got to give a little bit of credit to Denver. Don't sleep
those
on the
Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, that's true.
I
So
mean, the
Nuggets are
Denver
nice
Nuggets
too,
are
but
legit.
They are legit, but I don't think we got a call. Oh, I thought you made a note. Oh, you dancing over there. I was like,
What is the number if anybody wants to
Yeah,
call?
702-608-3259. I'm loving that Jose is on this show.
I
Being a
know.
fellow Laker fan is like I'm baiting with
I don't
my
think Mel
mirror
likes it,
self.
though. You know,
Of
because
course,
No,
I
she's
love
in
it.
it. She's in it.
I
We
got
in it.
somebody to chatter with her while I try to keep
We in it.
sharing. And,
We
you
in
know,
it.
We're
I
good.
love it.
Hey,
I can't
this is
share.
it.
I can't host a watch party. So anybody that's on our page, just share, like. Shout out to all the group pages and that kind of thing. We'll get off the Lakers. We'll move on.
So what y'all want to talk about next, ladies?
We can talk about this past weekend. We'll move on from NBA to WNBA.
We could talk about why you can't host the watch party.
I can't host a watch
You
party.
can.
Here, take
On
my
your phone, show
you
her how
didn't
to
give
do
me
it.
an update. The only
It's an iPhone, though. Be careful.
Listen,
It might break.
listen.
Wait, what do you have against iPhones?
Listen,
Uh-oh.
the
No,
only-
it's him. He's a droid person.
Oh,
we won't
Can I
mention
say real
that.
quick?
Sorry
Listen,
about that,
the
bro.
only thing that I got notification
Mine
that our
was a
show
break.
was on was he posted on WNBA Aces group,
I did.
and it didn't.
Give me
It
your
doesn't
phone.
let me watch or do any of
Give me
that.
your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone.
Give me your phone. Take my phone. Please take my phone.
So you guys gotta fill me in a little more on the. I have a little bit. Obviously, I looked up and I did some of my research. I wasn't here. You guys know I had my daughter's quinceañera.
Yeah.
But how was
Shout
the
out to you.
WNBA All Star Weekend? I saw you guys were there. Not only that, you guys were back and forth. One day you guys were in two locations. I heard.
We was
Aces.
tired.
Yeah, you guys were at the Lights game and at the WNBA All
Do you
Star
see
game.
how?
Sporting the new polos, may I say? I saw they're very nice.
Can I tell you how committed our strength is with GirlChatSports? Our
Oh,
commitment
trust
is
me, I know.
strong.
I see that.
And if they love us, we love them even more.
Because
Correct.
we do
We're
it
gonna
for
rock.
free.
We
right
do.
now.
Right.
I think a lot
Yes,
of us do.
sponsors, please shout me out. Let me
I'm
know.
just saying, if you'd
Hey,
like
I'll
to
yell
have
Taco
Yeah.
Tuesday
your
if you
name
sponsor
right
me.
here.
right, for sure. But it was a great weekend, and I'll let Mel get into it because I went to Mandalay Bay Friday, and I saw the fan kind of the setup for the fan
The
day.
Fan Fest?
Yeah, the fan fest. So I was able to creep in there a little bit before going to work. And it was pretty cool. Like, I mean, they had like Mountain Dew kind of stand there.
They were the big sponsor,
yeah,
right?
the big sponsor. And Jack Daniels had like a little thing over there, and then they had a full-on court where you could shoot threes. They had a women's wall of Hall of Famers where kids could sign on the basketball and then take a picture like they're holding the ball. Like, it was crazy. It was a cool vibe. Because it just kicked off at 11 and I was kind of there at 11. There wasn't a lot of people there, but it ran from 11 to 5. So I feel like the afternoon and that evening probably picked up more.
When I walked in to try and get, so this was the first year that they've actually had the 3-point contest and the skills challenge separate from the actual game since like early 2000s. Like, it had been usually during halftime of the game. So they actually made themselves an all-star weekend. Like,
is this the first time that they've done like an actual weekend?
No, they did it before like 2000, I want like 5 or 6, but it hadn't happened since then.
Yeah.
So usually it's always during halftime, which is crazy to think that you'd have this dope kind of competition happening in the middle of the game. Yeah, extend it, make it a weekend. I think that's what really made it good, because Vegas is the perfect place to have a great weekend like that.
You did it.
How
did you do that?
It's the Contender Series hat.
And you put the number down.
Dana White.
You put my number down, though.
I don't know your
I don't
number.
want to call in my phone.
Everybody's gonna start calling
I
your
don't know your
personal
number.
cell phone.
No, the number again is 702-608-3259. That's what's on there. Shout out to Quan.
Mo and
producing
Quan are
everything.
going back and forth all
I love
evening.
Quan.
Today's been
Quan's
exciting.
my friend. My dad said, be nice to
Best
Quan.
buddies.
Yeah, that's my friend.
Best buddies.
Dad
My
loves Quan.
buddy
Man.
and me.
So,
Anyway,
Kid, sister. Oh, sorry.
oh, here we go.
sister.
Back to sports. All-Star Weekend WNBA.
Yes, so get into the skills competition.
So we
like
get
I
into
said.
three skills competition. Diamond DeShields wins the skills competition.
Mm-hmm.
She was amazing. But Brittany Griner threw down her very first dunk in the skills competition.
That was
dope. Then we had the 3-point contest.
And Kelsey Plum, she was so close.
No, Kayla McBride.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kayla McBride. She was so close.
She was so close.
By
it was
one
like
point.
by 1 point. I mean,
Yeah.
she had been hitting all
That
night.
I did see from the hotel room. That was tough.
Now that was interesting because Quigley had won the last 2 times.
And she got knocked out.
And she got knocked out.
Mhm.
but
Knocked out first
Kayla
round.
got knocked out last year in the final too, right? Wasn't it? But she
had-
was in it last year.
Yeah, but she wasn't. She didn't make it. Or did she make it to the final last
I think
year?
she lost. I thought she lost in the final.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Well, Quigley lost before the final.
Got it.
Right. Before
And
you even
so,
got to the final.
yeah,
thing.
she was
I'm not gonna be able
Shakina
to put this
Strickland
up.
that won the 3-point contest by 1.
By 1.
And let me just tell you this much: Kayla looked fly. Girl got her hair done, had some highlights
Yeah, she had a fresh
in.
press going and everything. I was like,
Woo.
hey, girl.
It was so. After the 3-point contest, after the skills, they had a little break. Then there was the orange carpet event.
Right.
I wanted to ask you guys about that. Why did they do
Yeah.
orange carpet? I'm
Well,
just
it's-
curious. 'cause I don't know.
That's
'Cause
their
that's part of their
logo.
logo is
logo's
orange.
orange. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
The very first orange
Right.
carpet
Right.
event. It was so. These women are awesome. First of all,
They really are.
And when I tell you, like Kia Nurse's shoes, first of all, I wanted them. I wanted her shoes.
Were they dressy shoes
They
or
were-
sneakers?
No, they were dressy shoes.
Okay, got
I
it.
don't think. Well, there were some that were sneakers, of course, and then there were some that had some heels.
Badly.
No, there was some good ones. Mo wasn't there in person to see necessarily.
All I saw was pics.
I won't name
Are you
names, but
fashionista
I
over
won't
here?
name names, but somebody wore wedges, and I almost died.
Yeah, the wedges thing. I don't mind wedges. It
No,
doesn't
not
matter
with not
what.
with an orange carpet event though.
Again,
See,
It wasn't.
I'll
here's
leave
the
this one to you.
It wasn't.
too.
It wasn't.
just
It
stand
wasn't
back.
like a. It wasn't like a spring church dress in your nice wedges. This was like a red carpet outfit and some wedges. Oh, regulators.
the red carpet
There you go, West
or the
Coast
orange
wedges.
carpet fashion is subjective.
and it's the All Star Weekend.
It is all the All Star Weekend.
You know what you should have done? You should have recorded every single person that walked in, and then later did a video of your edits.
You
Well,
know
I
what
do.
I
I
should
have,
and
I have
rated
pictures
everybody.
Had I
already.
been
I give
there,
this one a 1, I give this one a 2.
Yeah, had I been there, I would have been like, "Who are we wearing tonight?"
Okay.
Oh, I did
Like,
that. We
like
did that.
who are we wearing
And
tonight?
some didn't quite know, and some did.
Who was wearing what? Do you remember?
Wait, so some
I'm
of
not
them
the fashion
knew what they
person.
were wearing, and
Yeah,
some
some
didn't.
did. Well, because it was like, yeah, I put
I
my
went to
shirt
Forever
on.
21.
Like I
you
put
know?
my shirt on. A couple might have.
No, there's nothing wrong
And
with
nothing
that.
wrong
I'm
with
just
that.
saying. I get
Nothing
it.
at all. But there was some good ones.
Jose, you don't shop at Forever 21, huh?
Hey,
I'm already knowing, huh?
Yo, I can tell you this much. Asia looked nice, boot and all. She looked good in her little black romper.
They all
lace
brought
thing.
their own personality to the orange
For
carpet,
sure.
and I think it was a successful look for that. And I think also overall that whole WNBA night was fierce because following that orange carpet event was the beach party where you had Iggy Azalea and Snoop Dogg, which they thought, as advertised, we were all under the assumption that Snoop was going to perform.
I thought so.
But it was DJ.
No.
What's his DJ name? DJ Snoop. Something.
It was DJ Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
He didn't sing nothing. There might have been
Yeah,
some
he
tracks
DJ'd.
singing in the back.
So Iggy.
So it was Snoop Dogg,
Iggy
but he was
sang.
just
Iggy
DJing.
sang.
When he propped up on that DJ booth, I was like, oh boy, he
Here we
ain't
go.
performing. He's
Here we
DJing
go.
tonight.
He-
He's like when Lil Jon shows up to the club, they advertise Lil Jon, he gets right behind that DJ booth. They're
So
like,
he's
oh,
a
we know
DJ now.
what this is.
He went from Snoop Dogg to Snoop
Snoop Lion.
Lion to Snoop DJ now.
But it's a DJ Snoop something because Light Nightclub hosted him after. So he only did maybe a 30-minute set, if that. And then he went on to his next thing.
What's
but
next?
Iggy did
Reggae
perform.
Snoop? Reggae Snoop?
Reggae Snoop, I don't know.
Right? That's probably next.
Snoop Dogg?
Reggaeton Snoop?
I would have appreciated that more than DJ Snoop.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God. You wanted
then-
to hear
but
him
here's
on
the
the
deal.
mic.
So Mandalay Bay Beach was dope. I mean, it was a dope.
Oh, yeah, it
it's
was.
always a great venue
It was.
there. And our girl Mo here was an amazing interviewer. She got to interview As Yet.
Do you remember As Yet?
You might
Probably
be too
not.
young.
You were probably like
our
just
listeners
5.
know who As Yet are.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sorry, no diss. I just
Yeah.
I just
and
know.
we got to talk to Flavor Flav
Okay.
too, who
yeah,
was
we
there.
did. He did a drop for us too. Did
Yeah,
you
he
get
did a
that?
drop.
Yeah,
I
he did a little
got
drop
it.
for
I
us.
did got
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So it was good.
It was good. It was a great turnout.
The
'Cause
orange carpet was really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it was great to be able to talk to those women in person to, ask them
Right.
about what they thought. Because a lot of them were amazed at how well Vegas turned out. I mean, Vegas really did turn out.
They did.
And this is only by Friday evening. This hadn't even been the game yet. So all these ladies were like, this is an amazing venue. Like, they're really showing us love. I mean, they were put up. Most of them, I think, were in the Delano, which is a beautiful all suites hotel.
It's real nice.
It's beautiful there. I just think that maybe it should be like a yearly thing in Vegas. I mean, I know that they have all stars in different cities, but I think Vegas is a great one, especially for the WNBA when you've got, X amount of teams. And it's not like you've got like 30 some teams. I mean, pick a city that everybody wants to go to every year. Bring your significant other, have a good weekend.
I think that will happen if the Aces win the championship this year.
Yeah?
I agree. I
It's
can
gonna happen.
honestly
I think
see
that'll
that.
happen when
Let's put it
when
in
they
the
put
universe.
Yeah, because they're doing great right now. So fast forward to Friday night. Like I said, amazing crowd because I was able to show up for Friday night. Very hot and humid, but we tolerated it. No
And
grasshoppers.
the wind went off.
And the wind went off. But then it changed when we went to a different venue, but it was weird.
Yeah.
But Saturday, though, was electrifying. Totally sold out, right?
Almost 10,000.
Almost 10,000.
Almost 10,000.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And shout out to the NBA stars that did arrive. Like Chris Paul was there. Kobe was there with Mama
his daughter.
Zita. And shout out to WNBA
Big
legends
Smooth
that were
was
there.
in the house.
Yeah, she was
Sorry.
excited about seeing Big Smooth.
Yo, I mean, hello. The Tacoma Dome. I spent many a days looking at Big Smooth at the Tacoma Dome. I'm just saying.
Looking from where?
Looking
Wow.
from the court
I
side.
just, oh, okay.
Not like court side. but
Okay. I'm just asking.
I was more of a Kendall Gill fan, but
Yeah.
Big Smooth
Shout out
was
Kendall
still.
Gill, man. That was a guy.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, Kendall Gill.
Anyway, I got off track.
Nah.
And how
there
about
was a
shout out to
lot of-
John Maxwell though?
Shout out
He's
to
been
John
taking care of
Maxwell.
us
Yeah.
since day
Jiggy.
one.
Jiggy
He done
actually
pop
broke out some moves.
He pop locked and dropped it for
Respond to
me.
my email, John.
Respond to my
Let's
email.
keep putting that energy out there too. Respond to the emails for Quan. Look out for my boy one time, John.
Hey, but listen, because we had Brian here last week, and he was like, "Yo, you gotta ask Jiggy about
Brian
his dance
Salmon?
moves. You gotta ask Jiggy about his dance." So of course we're passing by, like, "Yo, we heard you got." Listen, when I tell you, he started getting into it, and that was just
And I
on the
started getting
sideline.
into it right with him. I
Yep.
told him, I said, I'm gonna do the robot
Dance
while we're
battle,
doing
mid
dance
to
battle.
all-star.
Yeah.
Did you guys see who was trending on Twitter?
Oh.
Giggy?
Was he?
Because somebody took a picture of Kobe Bryant when he was being interviewed by someone.
And Jiggy was in the
Jiggy was
background. Okay, so yeah, there were still photos of Kobe, and you can see John in the background.
Exactly. He was just sitting there.
just sitting there
Yeah,
doing his
something like
thing
on his hand,
Yeah. Shout out to Jiggy, man. He got jiggy with it. But yeah, the game all in all was really good. It was just a blowout. And this is the thing I find interesting with WNBA.
Talking about last night's game?
No. I'm talking about for the All-Star, because they were up by 10 at halftime on the
But
All-Star.
it ended by 3, so that's why.
No, that's
No,
because
no. So
the
they were
first
up-
quarter was a blowout. It was like
Got it.
39
Yeah, so for the-
23.
yeah, first
half, yeah.
And then they started subbing some people
Yeah,
in.
right. And
But
then
that
it got
last
closer.
quarter
So switched it up
was
a little bit.
And
They
they
were
needed to
up by
do that.
10.
And when they're up by 10, and I'm just going to say this for WNBA, it's not as exciting to watch when it's like that. I like watching these games when they're close margins, because the girls are grinding, they're hustling, but they were all out there having fun.
So you don't like last night's game?
I didn't get a chance to watch last night's game because I
liked
work,
it only
but-
because it's still my team that's winning.
Right.
They were up by 40 at one point. Not to get off topic from the All-Star game, but just talking about points and,
But it, I mean,
Did it make it for an exciting look?
Well,
I'll be honest with you. I agree with Mel. I enjoyed it because obviously it's the team that I root and I support here, obviously.
Right.
Coming up
But at the
All-Star.
same time, it wasn't an exciting game.
Exactly,
I
that's
was
what
there
I'm saying.
like,
Was it exciting?
no, I had time to do other things, if that makes sense,
Exactly.
while I was there. Not saying I was going to leave, but yes, I
Exactly.
agree with you. You don't want to see it so lopsided. You want more parity in the league overall. I get it.
I want to see.
But what was nice, though, is being able to see the bench players. Like, Jisoo Park got like 18 minutes.
And then
Yeah,
Sydney
17, 18 minutes, yeah, of course.
what's her name?
Tamara Young had 18 off the
18
bench.
And she used to be a starter.
Correct.
So for her to come off the bench and
And
do that was
Dearica
And Dearica used to be a starter,
Or
went to the
to-
bench,
but-
and now
and now
she's
she's
back
back.
in a starter.
Yeah, exactly. And,
she's averaging 19 points a game since Asia went down.
Here's my
That's
thing.
nuts.
Well,
Guess-
that means that she's always been dominant,
Oh,
and
yeah,
just
of
her
course.
play
she
has been
is.
muted. Her role has changed.
I
That's the
feel
thing.
like someone's going to go after her next season.
She's all over the
Yeah.
place, so she still has a lot to learn when it comes to getting more fundamental, I think. But she's a hustler. She does not
She's
stop.
scrap
So
ball.
exactly. She's
She is
all
like
over the
Yeah,
place.
Rucker
she is.
Park scrap ball.
She is.
She's
She is.
all over the place.
Yeah.
And the biggest story, too, from this weekend, from what I'm seeing right here in front of
Erica
me,
Wheeler.
8 women
Women
that
won.
were openly out,
Oh, yeah,
gay,
for
lesbian, whatever
sure.
it may be, played in this game this past Saturday, which was more than the previous season, which was 7.
Isn't that something?
How good is that these numbers are growing and more women are coming out openly, especially for the league, because they're pushing that. The LGBTQ,
Yeah.
they support them big time. The WNBA
Not only
now
that,
is
but
very-
last
sure.
night we had 5 players that scored 25 or more points from separate teams last night in a That's the first time in WNBA history. 5 different
This
players.
is the year, y'all.
It is. So Della
And we
Dawn
got-
in her game last night had 33 points. And Brittany Griner did 30. Dewana Bauer did 25. Leanne Mitchell 28. And then Christy Tolliver 25. So that was 5 players from 5 different teams scoring over 20
And speaking
points
of
in the game
BG,
last
I don't know
night.
if anybody saw our video, but I'd asked her on the orange carpet, like, okay, when are you throwing the dunk? And
Oh, yeah.
who's giving it to you? And although there was 2 questions, so she said second quarter. Lo and behold, she threw down the first dunk in the second quarter.
Talking about Brittany Griner?
Yes.
Yeah.
And not once, but twice.
Well, she had 3 actually throughout the game, but the first one was the second quarter,
Right.
what she said. So I was like, Psh, money. Could have bet on that. Dang.
And that's what I'm saying as far as the excitement of watching these girls play. You want it to be a close game and you want to see that same energy and high impact game. I don't want to see a blowout.
I got
Not
you.
when it comes to WNBA.
You're not saying that whether it's men, women, whatever. You just want to see a competitive
I want to see a
game
competitive
overall.
game. I want to see some scrapping and some. I even want to see a few rivalries. I want to see, one thing. And I was shout out to Lo, who was here beyond the W.
Yeah,
we were
Lorene,
talking
yes.
about this, and she was saying about the watch of WNBA and where it's going, and how her boyfriend is an avid fan, just as you are. But he says, I don't really like how they all shake hands at the end with the opposing team. I want to kind of see an enemy against an enemy. Not to say like as far as real enemies, but just a rivalry of some sort to make the drama unfold.
So
through
I
the
don't
league.
know if you saw this last night, but as I was watching the ending, because we had, the Aces had basically stomped on
Yeah.
the Dallas Wings, and of
And what's
course,
the Dallas Wings record right now?
like 4 and something.
Exactly. Okay.
But you see Liz Cambridge coming through, and she's kind of hugging, but she only hugs a few of them. And she
Ex-teammates.
purposely doesn't hug a couple.
she is going to be the one that brings the most drama because she's already an emotional player.
Oh, yeah.
So she'll be that one that you can see.
But you need that.
having-
That's what makes you want to tune
that's my whole
in and
point.
watch.
That's
Yeah,
my
that's what
whole
I'm
point.
saying. That's
Yeah,
what,
the drama.
Like,
You
that's-
wanna
and
see
I
it.
was watching. I was like, oh, she's still got a little feel with a couple of these people here. I see that. Okay.
Definitely. There's obviously some
Yeah.
people there that she doesn't
And you
like or
wanna
she had
see
bad
that.
blood with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have
like
another
it.
question for you. Because you
Yes.
mentioned the Aces winning the championship could possibly bring the All-Star game more here.
Absolutely.
I like the All-Star game being here more. They already do the Mountain West Conference Championship. Why not bring the
Well,
All-Star
actually,
game here?
it's leaving.
No, I'm talking about basketball, not football. I'm talking
okay.
about basketball. So yeah, they're already doing it here. Why not? Especially if it was so successful. You almost had 10,000 people, like you said. It worked out.
Yeah.
Use it. Why not? Why not use
Exactly.
it to your advantage?
Exactly.
If you know that it's working there. I
Right.
mean, the WNBA is showing that the product that is there is good, but you have to have more parity in the league. Now, if the Aces win the championship, though, are we going to get more people to fill the stands like they support the Golden Knights is my question.
Well,
because they're going to be the first team professionally to bring you a championship here.
First
where
of all,
everybody's all over the Golden Knights
people
bandwagon.
even know in the city that there is a WNBA
First of all,
team.
Exactly.
can we
Let's just
talk
back that
about
up.
the people that just showed up for All-Star Weekend? That was it. Like, how we've been here. They've been here. I'm saying we because we've been here.
Yeah.
All of us have been
Yeah.
going to these games
Are
all
we
year.
talking about
Absolutely.
media people?
Not
No,
just
we're talking about-
because a
That
lot of
too,
them.
come on.
There was a few,
But they're
just
taking
in
notes on
general,
that,
people
too.
are like, "Oh, well, let me show up for this."
Well, it's a big thing. I mean, it's a fair weather kind of fandom thing. You know, the reason why the community rallied around the Knights is because it was the first professional team in Vegas.
Sure, and they're
It's
great.
And they're great. That's what did it. They went to the Stanley Cup Finals.
And we had a tough year last year.
Yeah.
So this is our year. People are seeing it. And I'm not trying to put anybody down that just
No.
comes out. But my whole thing was like, hopefully that wasn't just the one time you're coming. I hope from now on we still have a second half of the season. We still have like 5 more home games. Let's make this happen. Like, come out.
And from a corporate standpoint, that's the call out to MGM. You own the team. Your coach is president of basketball operation. What are you guys doing to self-promote? Yeah, you
But
give tickets
you know
to
what?
employees and all that kind of stuff. But what are you doing to promote in the city?
Big shout out to the Raiders though, because they did. Shout out to Futch, our guy from Off the Sports podcast.
Off the Strip?
'Cause- Off the Strip. Off the Sports.
Up
Whatever.
Sports.
That's what you get, Futch. No. But Futch, so he works with the Boys and Girls Club as well. So actually, the Raiders had given a bunch of tickets to the Boys and Girls Clubs and to a bunch of Southern Nevada youth programs. So a lot of these teens or other people, a lot of these kids got free tickets. They also got like a free pass or like a free voucher for food. I mean, it was nice.
The Raiders have been doing
Raiders
a
have
lot.
been doing a lot.
If there's
Well,
Davis and
nothing
the Raiders
else,
have been everywhere.
do that.
Well, they have to do that because they're coming. So we gotta get and that's what's the buy-in. I don't think when we announced the WNBA team was coming to Vegas, did we have any of those outreaches? Because I didn't know any outreaches to draw us.
For the Raiders?
No, for WNBA team. When the Aces announced that they were coming here, exactly.
There was not much.
There was no
that
prep
being told.
to get us ready for it. But the Knights, tons of promotion to know we're getting a professional hockey team. And that's what it takes as far as on a business.
Well, that's the revenue as well, too,
Hasn't
in the
the Knights'
league.
marketing dropped a bit, though? Aren't the Raiders overshadowing them a bit? It looks like the Raiders are doing more right now in the community
Well, they
than the
have
Golden
to.
Knights. I know they have to, but if you're the Knights, you technically haven't won yet. So what happens if you start declining and you're not winning again? And you're not
Well, the
supporting
Knights
the
are gonna
community the way you are? The community's going to start dipping
I
on
don't know.
you.
I feel like they're still
We're-
out
we're a
there.
long way from
they're
that.
still there.
But what I'm saying is don't let a team that's not here yet overshadow you.
I don't think they're overshadowed because Ryan Reeves just announced his brewery. I mean, they're all still in the media with
They're
something.
definitely still not
And the season's
overshadowed,
about to
but-
start. They just did trades. I think they're still there. It's not a sleeping giant or anything like that. I worry with the football season and the hockey season intersectionally what the attendance is going to be for those nights. That's what they need to worry
what
about.
the traffic is going to be like on
Well, that
those-
too.
Traffic's
I
gonna
mean,
be
that's going to be
nuts.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Listen.
What's that going to be like? You know what I
Stay
mean?
away from the strip,
Right.
period.
Right.
Because
I'm gonna
both
bust the
those
AB and get a
venues
hot air
on
balloon
the
to the
strip,
stadium.
I can't.
You're going to pull an Antonio Brown showing up to camp in the hot air balloon.
Drop me off. I'm
Shout out to
good.
Antonio Brown, man. He's doing routes. They're making play. He's actually looking nice.
You know
out
they're
there
going
on
to
the
show
stadium.
that in Hard Knocks, definitely.
Of course.
Oh yeah,
Hello?
they got to. They have
Hello?
to. They have to.
Man.
Yeah.
This
So
is-
with WNBA, that's my only takeaway from that is that I think if they win a championship, we will see another All-Star kind of situation.
I think we might see one anyways, but I think because it was such a clear success.
I need to see what the success numbers were.
I say
And
make it
I
a
gotta see what
constant.
their revenue was, because that's the bottom line of everything. Did they make money from this
I'm
or
sure-
not?
I know they
The room rates were pretty high for one, because some
Well,
people were
it's
saying they
Vegas,
like.
too.
Well, that weekend alone in that building, they say were 500 a night. Some of the rooms. Yes, at Mandalay Bay.
Shout out to my boy Tarek.
Yeah,
I
he
had a
hooked you
room for
up.
Friday night.
He hooked you up. He hooked you up big time
Yeah,
because
he
there were people that were in town like, look, we tried to get into Mandalay Bay. They were talking about 500 something a night. So I just need to know at the bottom line what the numbers look like, what the dollars look like, and was the revenue worth having
So
in our
on
city.
Saturday, we had the WNBA game.
Right.
It was a success. We got to talk with people. We talked to Cathy, which was so. Here's the deal. We're sitting at the media table, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little perturbed, I guess, as to where I was
She
sitting.
got annoyed because the woman was like, a lady just came up to her like, you guys got a pen
You guys got
over
a
here?
pen? And I was
we're
like,
like fumbling with her. I'm like, pen,
and it's
really?
Cathy, and I'm
it's
like,
Cathy
oh,
Engelbert.
hang on, let me find it. Like,
You're like, yes, I have a
And
pen.
she's looking at her monitor at the stats. We're discussing the All-Star MVP candidates.
Shout out to
telling
Erica
her-
Wheeler.
who won and gave a great passionate speech about it.
undrafted,
Undrafted.
amazing. And when I tell
Undrafted.
you, and I did I got a real good interview with her. on the orange carpet.
Yeah.
And so we were talking to Cathy, and we were talking about like, who would be like the MVP, because at that point it was kind of battling back and forth as to who was going to win, either Team Don or Team Della Don or Team Wilson.
Yeah.
And it was clear that it was going to be Wilson. So, it was like, okay, well, Wheeler's got to have it. We gave her stats, like she's, 7 for 13 at the 3-point line, which she used in her MVP speech to give to her, which was awesome too.
Shout out to Cathy Engelbert because, again, she's going to pave the way for WNBA and get some more notice on that. And I think it's going to be good. It's a good look to have this commissioner. Well, she's very down to earth too.
Oh,
and she was very like real and personable and approachable and did the drop for us and everything. I mean, we got to spend some time with her.
Well, and she
came back to us. That was the coup de grace of the whole thing.
She came back to talk to you guys.
She came back to talk to us.
That's respect.
And that's when we got the picture and the drop.
That's
to
respect.
Talk to us.
Yeah.
And if you're Wheeler, imagine undrafted.
Well, and that's
how cool is it? And not only that, at the stage where the WNBA is at now, for you to be undrafted and win it,
MVP.
That's
well, and that
cool.
was part of the thing is that she was talking about it. She's like, man, this would be an amazing story if Erica wins. And we were like, for sure. Like,
well, it's going to happen. Yeah. Because her stats were not lying at all. She was putting up some numbers.
Well, and she had like a whole hour press conference before the game on Saturday. We had missed it, unfortunately, but there was a whole transcript of and just reading some of her plans for the league and where her direction is, where her concentration is right now. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for
I'm excited too, but the fans need to show up. That's my thing. And so speaking of that, they had the game against the Mystics that was cut short.
Earthquake.
Shout out to my parents who had gone to that game, and they now have wheeled their tickets.
They don't want to go to the
they're leaving for a little bit, but they're wheeling their tickets to my brother.
Was hilarious for me.
So they're doing the second half of that game Thursday.
Monday.
Or I'm sorry, Monday the 5th. And it's gonna be right at the time at T-Mobile. It's gonna be right at the
starting
time.
At the second half.
Right, exactly. Right at the time that they left
like
on the clock.
51 to 36, I think.
Correct.
Score and time
Mystics
is gonna be
15.
right there. Yeah.
But here's the deal. I'm curious. What else is happening at Mandalay Event Center where they got to go to T-Mobile now? That's what I didn't get.
I don't know.
That's a good question. I don't know what will be going on.
Because now there's I just feel like it's like now you're not even at home really, because technically they don't play there.
But that gives people an excuse to go to T-Mobile. The T-Mobile's nice.
But to go to T-Mobile for 30 minutes?
That is true, though. You're only going to go
it
for half of a game.
Odd. I'm like,
not only that, that they're asking people to come back with their stubs. It's like not everybody has their stubs.
Well, here's the deal. I do know.
No, they said that.
No, most of them are actually. I think almost all are online that access.
Yeah, they have.
Perfect.
Yeah, so they can get
That's
their.
good.
Yeah, they had a solution to that problem.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because all you got to do is transfer tickets, and that would be it. So.
And the 2019 EVO World Finals are at Mandalay Bay Event Center.
That's what's going on.
The what?
The EVA.
EVO.
EVO.
World
What's
Finals. It's the World Finals of the EVO.
What's that?
You know
What's
what
the
that is?
Evo?
Well, in 1964,
He's full of it right now. He's trying to Google Evo right now.
What is it?
I have
Are
no
we
idea.
talking about the first ever
So that's what's
4G
going
phone
on.
by Sprint?
That's what's going
I have
on.
no idea, but they're there.
Okay. All
Evo.
right.
Can someone tell us what? I don't even know.
So fast forward from our
gaming?
day
I
of
don't know.
WNBA, we went to the Lights game.
Well, first of all,
Yeah.
no. Then we took advantage of having a room key.
I didn't want to mention the pool.
I
What
did
did
it. We went to the pool. Why can't we go to the pool? We needed some R&R in between our two.
I didn't want
busy
people to
days.
timeline my day. We talking business. I don't need people to know about my whereabouts on public.
She took her earring off, so I know it's going down
Well,
now.
earring
I
fell
saw
off
the
my
earring
headphones.
came off, and I'm like,
She just trying to
man,
tell all our
I might have to
whereabouts,
scoot
GPS
over a little
and
bit.
stuff.
I didn't say what it was doing
Well,
the whole
still.
time.
So we left the game, had a little R&R, and then we went to the Lights game.
Okay.
And because I didn't even tell you we ate, and then we went to the
See,
Oh, okay.
look at you.
So she's rolling with it. We go eat, and then we go to the Lights game. Jeez.
Here's the deal. I will say you guys already know where we ate because it's our favorite place.
I know.
My favorite place in the world.
Shout out to Cicero because I was like, Cicero, we're going to eat. Would you like to join us?
Of course, we went to Boiling Crab.
He's like, where are you going?
If I don't get a Boiling Crab promotional deal here pretty soon. But what's crazy is that during the after the game, post game last night, we talked to Sugar Rogers.
Okay.
I love Sugar and I love her new
Sugar,
hair. I love the
sugar.
hair.
Pour some
the
sugar on
hair
the
last
man.
night
Yo,
was
the
nice.
hair,
She got a
the
new
3-point
hairdo.
at the buzzer, which
Yes.
barely missed it, or
Yes.
barely missed the time.
Oh, the time, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
But I was talking to her, and she's a huge seafood fan. And I was like, but have you been to Boiling? She was like, have I been to Boiling? And I'm like, well, of course we're going to see her there now because that's all we do. And clearly she goes there once a week too. So, Sugar, we will see you there. If not, we will make arrangements to have a
Mel's going to be there with the owner. Like, hey, what time does she come
She's
in?
going to check in on Facebook and
Listen,
Instagram.
I'm already
and all
there.
this
I'm already
stuff.
there enough.
And
so.
tracking her GPS. She likes to know, she wants people to know where she's at. I'm going to be low key with this.
Hook these girls
Not
up with a
mention my eating.
sponsorship, right?
And hopefully we get a sponsorship.
I love
That's
I
what
need
I'm
to
saying.
talk. I need to
Hook 'em
talk. I love it too.
I love the garlic. The garlic butter.
It is. But I still like hot and juicy too. So I'm going to have to.
Uh-oh, competition there.
We're not. I can't even
She
right
can't
now.
do it. But we always
I've never
talk
had
about it.
boiling crab, but I've had hot and juicy.
What do you
Hot and
think?
juicy's good.
It
I love
is,
it.
right?
Oh.
Here's the deal. They
The
scam you
messiness
out of
and
weight.
everything, I love
They
it.
scam you out of weight.
Why?
I've caught them twice and not having full pounds. Because their thing is that they go off of pounds. You get 1 pound, 2 pound. At Boiling, you get 1 cluster, 2 clusters, and it could weigh between 0.6
But can I-
to to 1 point.
You're right. Because can I tell you though, the garlic butter is probably the best sauce they have. Because
And
I
Hot and
like
Juicy
garlic
won't
butter.
do it unless I plead with them and make the chef do it because supposedly all their sauces are pre-made. Whatever.
well, that hot and juicy spice is dope though. Boiling crab ain't got nothing on
So you
that
like
on
hot
spice.
stuff?
I do.
Like hot stuff?
Hot.
She
Mel,
loves
you
it
like
hot.
hot stuff?
No,
Hot,
I hate. I have.
Spice. Bring
I
all
can't
the
do any
spice.
kind of spice.
She likes unhot and spicy.
Yeah.
I don't want no spice.
I come from
at all.
a
I can't
family
even
of
do. I can't even
Louisianans.
do no spice. Just the flavor. I can't even do
You
that.
can't
It's
even
too
do a hot and spicy McChicken from McDonald's?
Oh, I would never anyway.
I come from a family of Louisianans, so
Oh, okay,
spice
that makes
is
sense.
real. That's a key
I love
element.
Cajun seasoning,
Yeah.
all that stuff. I
and
love
then
it,
Latin food, Mexican food is my other vice,
Mm.
and the spicier the better.
We could probably host like a girl chat food show as
Yeah.
well.
Hey,
yeah.
I'll bring in some food. Just let me
Listen.
know.
Oh, yeah.
I will cook.
So
Let's segue to the second part of our Saturday, which was the lights game.
Viva Lights, man. They
Viva the
won.
Grasshoppers that
Yeah,
were
man,
kicking
my
it
goodness.
hard.
I heard about that. I was
gracious.
like, wow. I saw videos crazy.
I couldn't with
I don't
them.
even know how we asked Tommy. I was like, hey, Tom, and I got to post that interview too because I was like, do you know if it's the ball or the grass? I mean, I don't know because they were flying everywhere. And then there's other little white ones that were almost like oval that would just stick to your clothes and just hang out.
They're in my hair. They're on our white polos. My polo was destroyed by the end of the night. And shout out to Def Sports and Marco and his team because he hit me up. He says, I'm literally loving the white polos. I said, here's the deal. White polos ain't working for me. With makeup, grasshoppers,
all over the place.
sweat.
But white was
I'm seeing chocolate on my. I don't know what's going on. My whole polo was an
Mine's
I
accident.
like
Still
the
fine.
polo though. It was nice.
Yeah, shout out to Mel, man.
You guys were you guys were
I'll be working on some
in
black
sync
yeah,
right there. I'm
or
telling
gray, something like
Great
that.
if
you.
I
I
can
think
get
the
it popping.
gray will probably look better.
What do you think of
But
red?
gray is gonna be sweaty. You'll see the
Red,
sweat. in
red will look good
I feel like
too,
red too, but
that
she's
pops
brown.
a lot.
She
I'm okay with red.
Are you okay with red? Because you kind of gave us a look.
I mean,
the
it's
last
our
time we
color.
did red. It is our color. But, we'll consult it any kind of
Is
way.
this West Coast Wednesday still, Quan?
No, it's all the lights.
Yes, but we're playing Viva Lights, and that's their song. That is their song. So, yeah, the Lights won.
Just
So
to
they're
correct
7, 8,
it.
and 5, 14th in the Western Conference now.
Yes.
Shout out to Urban Para, because that was our scorer for that
he
game.
is.
He has been the
And
scorer.
he has been
Yeah.
a scorer. And even with him taken out of the game, like for an injury, he had a slight little injury, but it didn't stop our lights. Tommy Olson did his thing. He let one slip by him, but that's okay. He was frustrated from that pass game. We asked him about that little tumble or potential tumble. He said he admitted his frustrations,
And we get it.
and we get it because it's just a struggle
It
for
was
them
just
on the road.
weird to see him acting that way.
Yeah,
we were
did
like,
you see that match?
No, I
he
was out
threw
of town.
down.
I was out of
He
town.
threw.
No,
No,
not
not
this past
Saturday.
Saturdays.
The
one
away
previous,
game
the
in
away
Tacoma.
No, I
in
didn't see
Tacoma.
the away
Oh
match.
man, they
No.
had televised it, and they were scrapping.
I'm
Almost
gonna
scrapped.
Google that.
That was a good
pretty
one.
You
It
guys
was
got to
good.
admit though, watching them this year, just like the Aces, is a lot more
Oh.
exciting.
Oh,
And not only that,
Definitely.
we loved what they did last year, but
Yeah.
I think Alan Snell said it best in one of his articles. They kind of got rid of the whole circus act from last year
Yeah.
and got down to business.
Yes.
And it looks like, even though their record doesn't show it,
Right.
they are a way better organization and team than they were last year. I
Absolutely.
think.
Just give us the home
And
breakdown.
shout out to the attendance. I mean, it was 8,800 people there.
Oh, they come out and support
They
all the
come
time.
out.
Not to mention the bazillion grasshoppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grasshoppers
They got
were
free
there.
seats there. Yeah.
Free
Free
seats.
seats.
Yeah.
Free
On
entrance.
everybody's.
But they had 800. I mean, how long did it take us to get into that parking lot?
Listen, we were late by a little bit.
But we were even later.
But we were in later because we
Second half?
when I
No, I'm just kidding.
listen when we pulled down Maryland Parkway to get into that backside entrance, there was a line like a half hour. It took us a half hour to get in and park after the game had started.
Lights games go hard. I tell people all the time, you guys got to go check out these lights.
It's
And they
the
had the
$5
jerseys this past.
Ronaldos.
They had the
Yes,
past.
the
They had
donor,
the
though.
jerseys
Yes,
this
the
year.
Oregon donor. Yes.
Nice.
It's crazy.
It was great.
But so here's the issue now we face with our lights. They've got a huge road trip.
Yes.
I'm talking, they're going to be on the road for the next 3 games.
They won't be here till the
For
24th.
24.
Yeah.
And we know that our record currently on the road is, I think, 1-1 and
Basura.
yes. Yes.
Easier
For all
put.
of you there, that's trash in Spanish.
But
I thought you were gonna let Quan give us a definition there.
Trash.
Thank you, Quan.
So what do you think their problem is on the road?
I don't know. I just think they have a better feel of playing with each other when it comes to the home aspect of it. For some reason, when they're on the road, they just don't look like the same team. I've seen a couple of away games, not all of them, but they look like a completely different team. They get out coached, they get out matched, and outplayed on the field completely. I think they just have to not look at it as a road game, but think of it as just another game. Just stay positive, stick to the game plan. The game plan works at home. Why wouldn't it work on the road?
I know. And I'm going to tell you something. What I noticed, too, with Coach Augie, when Ronaldo was suspended, the one home game, I believe it was the 4th of July match, he had a rotation out there that was like in a strategy that was totally different that we hadn't seen.
You had to switch it up sometimes.
And he switched, but his switch up was amazing. I'm just wondering if it's something that they could do on the road.
Well, I
at
also
times.
noticed on the road, a lot of those away teams, even though, I mean, for them, their fans aren't like us.
No.
And
they're
even
not.
even for the away teams that come to our field, even though the shouting and the cheering's not for them, they still get that vibe of it's loud, there's music going on stuff, there's chanting. It's not like they don't get that on the away game.
I've seen other stadiums, they're a lot less filled. Not only
Right.
that, they don't have the supporter section like you're talking about. They don't have an electric
I
company
feel
in
like
LV. They
hearing
don't have
that
a
kind
Lucy
of stuff
Fuerza.
might
Yeah.
be more like get them in the sync, get them
Correct.
rolling. But
It gets your juices flowing when you know
Maybe
you have
we
people
just need
there
to
that are
come out
supporting
there. I
you.
think we're good luck to them anyway. Maybe we just need to do a
we
road
just need
trip
to start
and go
road
and just start
tripping.
road tripping.
I'm down.
And
Girl
go.
chat, girl chat sports road trip.
Yeah.
On the road, girl
On the
chats on the
road.
road.
Girl
On the
chats
road.
on the
and
road.
just go and just check them out. I think that's what we definitely have to do.
Oh,
But shout out to
man.
them because they're amazing.
Yeah.
Now, I was sitting up at home last night and I was watching HBO.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Brian Gumbel's sports show, and they did a segment on the Big Three. And I was really impressed because we don't talk about the Big Three too often.
But shout out to Nate Robinson. Saw him at
Yes.
3-point contest. too.
Nice. He was at the 3-point contest?
Yeah.
He was the
He was there on
only
Friday.
athlete that was at the 3-point contest?
No, he wasn't the only one, but he's the only Husky that was there.
Okay. So I was watching. She loves her Huskies, but I'm not mad at her because guess what? Ever since she puts this
Anything
Husky,
Washington.
just a segue, anything
Seattle.
Washington, we get a lot of Washington people, and I can't knock Washington, and I can't knock my job because they once owned the Seahawks back in the day, so I can't knock, you
Shout
know.
out to Nordstrom.
Yeah, shout out to them. But I was watching about
Sponsorship.
yeah, man.
Right.
Tell me about it.
money.
Tell me about it.
it.
So I could get into it's so many
Yes.
changes. It's not the same.
Brand.
But anyway, with that being said, how the Big Three has really, really capitalized, and I'm not even going to say in a capitalistic monetary way because they really haven't turned much of a profit seeing this yet because they're only, 3 years into it, but how they revitalized a lot of these legends that come back but think they have a chance to go back to the NBA.
Yeah.
Amari Stoudemire was very vocal as far as, I'm playing in this because I still think I can come back to the NBA. So I just was like, this is really impressive because I haven't been able to watch any of the Big Three games, and I do have CBS. I just haven't been able to watch
I
it.
just don't get
The DirecTV thing is crazy. So it's just
It's
like how
ridiculous.
the Dodgers are with the whole Time Warner thing. We're mad about that.
Cox
But-
Communications.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
That's your
That's my side
that's
hustle.
your side hustle. Yeah. But yeah, it was just an interesting thing on how all of this rejuvenation and bringing them back. The viewership alone on TV for Big Three is 250,000 people.
Well,
watching.
the fan base. Have you
Just
seen the?
And the fan base is
Before
crazy.
it would be like you could see empty seats. Now you don't. Now it's like the whole stadium.
Oh, absolutely.
And see, here's the thing. I grew up in South Central LA where 3-on-3 basketball was huge.
Mhm.
That's all we did.
Right.
We had a
Seattle,
basketball
too.
court. Yeah, we had a basketball
Right.
court on the street. Make sure no cars were coming. That's what we played. If you went to the park, everybody sat down that was waiting, 3-on-3. Whoever got to 15 first, 1-2, game is over.
Yeah.
So what Ice Cube has done with this league is unbelievable. I haven't
is.
been to a game live yet, and I have to get to one.
Yeah.
But watching it just brings back memories, and it's fun, and it's perfect for these older legends that can't play a full court, full game every night in and night out, but that still can bring some excitement.
Absolutely.
But
I love
also
it.
for this year, they actually started the whole where it's a weekend. So you got games on Saturday in one city, games on Sunday in another city. Before, when they first started, it was like, here's 8 games in one place,
One day.
and here's what we're doing. Now it's like
They're traveling.
I mean, they're expanding,
And they're
They have
expanding
more
with other
teams.
cities to get, yeah.
They've
so,
got free agency.
Right.
They've got people getting dropped, people getting picked up. I mean,
so my question is, after seeing all that and with the WNBA, would it be possible that the WNBA shops for more teams in smaller market cities? Like say like how OKC, all they had was Oklahoma City. That's why their attendance is so dope. So if they would go to these cities that don't have a professional team, do you think possibly the outpour of fans would be better? There wouldn't be
I
much
would say it
competition.
depends on where.
It depends on where and what type of arena they get. Now, if you go to a location where they have no professional sports and they build them a 7,000, 10,000 seat arena, something simple for the WNBA that fits them, then okay. But you have a lot of teams like the New York Liberty. I think they're playing in a rec center or something.
Yeah, and that's
terrible.
just
You know what I mean? And that's
insane.
But you know
bad.
what would be
And
good
that's
is like
insane.
using some of these like collegiate arenas. Like I know
Right.
Heck Ed, Alaska Airlines Stadium in Washington, that's what the Storm are playing now while their key arenas are getting redone.
See?
But that's good because there's no college basketball in the summertime, which is the perfect time for WNBA. I think that would be an easy market for them.
What about this? As crazy as it sounds, Gonzaga. You
Oh,
put
yeah.
a WNBA team up there,
Yeah,
they
it'd
can
be
play
amazing.
in that small gymnasium arena they have, and it'll fit. They'll fill enough people in there, and it's gonna look like a packed house.
Hoop Fest is there. It's like the
Anytime
start
I think of Gonzaga, I
basketball.
think of Robert Sacre.
Robert Sacre, the biggest waste of nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Robert Sacre
Hey,
did
my
not
brother,
like him too
my
well.
brother got blocked by him on Twitter. Shout out to my brother. He
We are
tweeted
getting
something.
close to a timeline here.
All right.
I know
All
we
right.
just keep
It's been
on
fun, though. It's been
rolling
fun.
and rambling.
Yeah, but we had a good time.
We
We
didn't
had a
get to
good
talk
time.
about Cabo and people that are vacationing in Cabo.
Working out with their agents, and yeah.
And
I hope
correction,
it gets-
you're over the timeline.
Oh, are we over the timeline?
Oh, well, maybe you should have chimed in sooner, producer.
Right. Why you just didn't give us the cut it? You need to cut
Because
it.
I was just waiting for you guys to
You
wait for
want
the
to
music.
drop
now.
our
I
girl
already
power
stopped
real
the stream.
quick?
What's that?
I'm joking.
He went to the white screen on us, you guys.
Girl power.
Thanks for tuning in.
Mo,
Jill Ellis. Talk about it.
talk about it.
How old is she? 52?
Young for retiring.
No, that's about right for retiring.
I mean,
we just
yeah,
as
but I
Americans
mean-
are jaded that we have to keep working. That's
No. But I meant
But-
like there's coaches that are way over her age.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I meant. Like it's just young for coach. I
But
mean,
let's retire on a high. 52
Oh,
is
for
great.
sure.
You know what I mean? And she's beast mode. Back
Coach
to back
of the-
World Cup
yeah,
championship.
women's soccer coach. That's what we're
Women's
talking
soccer coach. She was already athletic.
Go.
She ran track and field. She played various sports. Got into the UCLA women's soccer team, who went to 8 finals under her regime.
Unheard
This is
of.
a high bar. She's set a foundation now for whoever the next coach is of the U.S. women's national team. I mean, don't drop the ball is all I can say. Literally.
Not only that, she set a bar for the men. Women's,
totally.
the men's team. If you think about it,
Absolutely.
I mean, let's be real here.
I
The
mean,
men
and
gotta
then
step it
she's
up.
also outspoken with she and her wife. Very huge advocacy with the LGBTQ community. Very supportive. She always she did some controversial like playmaker decisions through this World Cup series that she was challenged on, but it subsequently worked out. And that's what makes her on that level of greatness. Because, like, you're going to challenge me, but guess what? There's a method to my madness.
Shout out to Jill.
Shout out to Jill, man. Girl
Yes.
power.
Yes.
Girl
But
power.
thank you, Jose. Where can our lovely listeners
Yes.
find you and listen to you?
So Twitter handle,
Or
obviously.
stalk you, for that matter.
Twitter handle, Jose_Volonte. If not, every Sunday morning, you can catch me on OuttaLine on Fox Sports Radio.
Yes.
From 8 to 9 with Brian Feldman is his show.
Yes.
I'm kind of like the guy in the background, kind of, just doing my thing with the social media. You'll hear me pop in from time to time, doing what's on tap as well.
Yeah.
And if not, Sudden Death as well. You can hear me Sudden Death Sports whenever I do my podcast.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram as well. That's where I put most of my stuff up there. So So go ahead and check me out. Thank you for having me on, ladies. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you for
I
And we're gonna have
appreciate
you
it.
guys on OuttaLine pretty soon. Here
I
as
would
well.
gonna get
love
there.
that. We welcome
I'll have
that.
a coffee real early.
We'll welcome
I'll
that.
set 3 alarms.
We have to wake you up real early.
And we'll continue our Laker discussion
Definitely. That'll be fun.
because I need you on my side
Can
of
I
the
miss
purple.
Brian's
that?
not a
I
huge
just
Laker
need-
fan either, so that'll be
what's
fun.
up?
Oh yeah, I'll
He's from
team up with
Detroit.
Brian.
He's from
Oh, he's
Detroit. He's
bad
from
boy
Michigan.
Pistons.
Oh yeah.
So Joe
Oh, yeah.
Dumars and all that. He's
Michigan
back in the
State grad and all that.
Oh,
so.
Bad
okay.
boy era.
Hey, Michigan State, I'm not knocking it at all.
Okay.
Can't. All right,
y'all,
so
that's
it's been
it.
real.
We're
Thank
over
you so
time
much.
before Quan kicks us off for good.
Yes, and you know where to find us. And thank you for all the support and love. And we are
Subscribe, share, and follow.
out. Yes, we out. Outro, outro, outro.